Hello everyone, Mixfant Gaming here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're back here in Mech Arena, and today was the day that they launched the new big rebalance for the weapons and the mechs, and the kind of the consolidation across the board in terms of tier levels. And essentially, what they pretty much have been doing is upgrading the whole tier as a whole for the most part, instead of actually addressing each individual weapons on their own. There's been a few exceptions, mind you. For instance, Cheetah has been actually bumped up from a rare to an epic now. We have things like the Stalker, for instance, didn't get as much of a buff as the rest of the mechs in its own category. But for the most part, everything that was, for instance, a rare got the same buff in terms of mechs and weapons. Similarly, everything that was an epic got the same buff, and everything that was legendary got the same buff there as well. With that being said, you're probably wondering, well, what do I do now with my hanger? What's going to work? What's not going to work? I'm going to try and do some testing over the next little while. Unfortunately, I don't have all the mechs. I don't have all the weapons. Any of my stuff is maxed out. I wish I was still kind of in the content and creative program. I could actually maybe use the test server a little bit more in order to try and get the answers to these questions. There are some other YouTubers out there who are part of the partner program. They would have much of a better insight than I would. I would highly recommend you go checking out Gangster Jobs Mech Arena channel. He's done a great job and a thorough job of going over all the most recent stat changes in terms of both mechs and weapons, as well as what he kind of thinks is going to be viable as the game progresses, at least for the short term. My advice for you right now is don't jump the gun. Don't go out and try to put all your resources into the legendaries. Of course, the legendaries are going to be the cream of the crop going forward when it comes to this type of thing. The way they have it set up now, you could have a mech that has similarities, versions that were a common, an uncommon, a rare, an epic, and then eventually a legendary. Look, for instance, as the kill shot recently, they had the slingshot that was added. So the slingshot is, what is the slingshot actually? Let's go. I think the slingshot is an uncommon now, if I remember correctly. Let's just go down here and quickly check if I have it, because I do have the slingshot, I just haven't used it. Yeah, so it's an uncommon. And they have now, of course, the kill shot being bumped up to an epic, which was done a little bit a while ago. That is an example of something that's probably going to be coming along the pipes for other mechs as well. I wouldn't be surprised if in the future they have a version of the kill shot that's a legendary version. And ultimately, just like it is with the implants, what you want is the legendary version. And they're trying to make the same thing now for mechs as well as weapons. What you want is the legendary versions. But for now, until we kind of see how the lay of the land settles, I do suspect most of the rares, uncommons, and commons are going to be pretty much useless going forward. You just kind of have to gauge what kind of mechs and weapons are being used in your own division. But kind of up in Division 1, where I'm going against max players, chances are my hanger is just going to suffer quite a bit. So if you look right now, I'm running, of course, EM Rifle 16s on my Panther. That's probably going to be a staple going forward. EM Rifles got yet another bit of a buff this time around, which they did not need with 100% certainty there. So that one's going to be fine. I have my Zephyr with Arc Torrent 12s. I don't know how Zephyr will fare now in the new meta that's going to be coming up. It is an epic, so again, I'm going to stick with everything I have. My main concern I have in my hand right now is my kill shot. The kill shot itself is probably going to be okay, but it's the fact that I'm running javelins on it. Javelins are rares, and now they're coming out with the new Helix weapon. I don't think the Helix is much better, to be perfectly honest, than the Javs are from kind of what I've seen on paper. But at some point they're probably going to put a javelin-like weapon out at the legendary. So do I spend my resources and continue to upgrade my Javelin 12s so that I can dual copy them and run them both on my kill shot? Or do I just sit on my resources for a month or two, just kind of see where things pan out in this game going forward? I'm not sure. I have my Surge here. It's running our torrent 10s. My original plan was to level get the Surge maxed out so I could swap the 12s over to it. But then again, Surge actually received a little bit of a nerf this time around. Its ability got reduced from 5 seconds, I believe, down to 4 seconds. Not a huge amount, but it is a 25% nerf. And arc torrents rely on sustained damage a little bit over time, and so that you can continuously unload your clip. It might actually be more beneficial now with that kind of bit of nerf to Surge to be running shotguns on the Surge. Now, unfortunately, shotguns, I think it's just shotgun 8s that are out there, but at some point, shotgun 12s are going to be coming out. However, you look at the shotguns themselves. Let's go down to the 8 weapons here. I do think I have shotgun 8s. Yeah, so again, shotguns are at an uncommon weapon level now. So how are shotguns now going to work in this new meta, this new rebalance? As I said, on paper, it seems like most of the stuff that's under the level of Epic really won't perform as well as you might have in the past, simply because the items and the mechs that are at rare and then into Epic and into Legendary got more of a bump each. So it's not like everything got a relatively similar bump in HP or damage output. The lower tier weapons and mechs got a small buff. Most of the commons themselves got absolutely no buff whatsoever, but yet the legendary ones even got a bigger buff than the epics are right below it. So, of course, if you're going against any legendary mechs, you're probably going to have a really hard time using common shotguns against them. Anyways, let's just hop into a CPC match here. This is going to be my first match since the balance changes have come out. We're going to see how we can do. Like I said, I'm not jumping the gun. I'm not taking things out of my hanger right now. I'm going to kind of wait and see how things go. And what do we have over here? I do think we have at least one, maybe two real players on the other side. I'm going to hop in here with my kill shot, and this will be kind of a decent test here to see just in comparison with some of the other mechs, once I go to use my jabs, if I can actually do damage or not. So we have Gaston downfall. We go for blood there, so that's an Ares got his shield up. So damage wise, it looked kind of similar, but then again, that is a bot there that I'm hitting. So it usually would take me two volleys to take down a bot before. Okay, so that guy's there. Okay, where is he? Oh shoot, that missed completely. Darn it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Got him, nice. That was a huge mistake on my part. I really couldn't, I screwed up that whole dash. Can get, oh no, he got taken out there. Let's get Reaper if we can. Okay, so yeah, so he didn't take very much damage. I'm guessing he's probably, no, he's running a Panther. See if I can actually hit him over top, which I can. Hit him again, maybe. And nope, oh, so we got to take him out, but it wasn't me. Come on, let's get him if we can. Nice. All right, so probably the only thing that's truly in my hangar that won't, that'll probably won't require much of a change will be the EM rifles on my Panther. Everything else, I suspect I'm going to have to do some kind of modifications. I just don't know what. Oh, shoot. Come on. I'm trying to get this guy here. Shoot. All right. So, let me see. Yeah, we got the Tengu coming over here now. Let's see if I can't get this in here. Swap him down. All right. Okay. AI or whoever it is, don't push me out, please. Yeah, we're going to lose this. I can tell. We're just, nobody's pushing. Okay, so we got Reaper coming up here. And let's lock him down. Nice. Get that Surge out of there. We need to get this guy if we can. Okay. So we have, I think that was the Guardian down there ability. Oh, geez, I'm the last player. Of course, I'm the last player. Why wouldn't I be the last player? Jeez. I missed him. Missed him completely. I was like, usually I could hit at that range. Alright, so I'm not the last player here, but I will be here shortly. Come on. What do you got down here? Gaston. All right, what do we got? Yeah, I am the last player now, that's for sure. Where are these guys? There's a guy right there. Let him flock him down. And
you have 2 minutes remaining.
Let's see here. Again, there's nothing I can do, really. Ugh. Can I get him? No, I can't get him. All right, so let's go in here with my thing here. Where are you? Oh, shoot. Shoot. Got him there anyways, at least. All right. Yeah. Over here. See if I can pick this up, but too little, too late. And I don't even know what that was that just killed me. I have no idea what that was. He didn't have a line of sight on me, but anyway, so that's my first game. Got completely dominated. I'm actually going to, let's look at, I got the most kills and the most action time, but still, my team was not obviously very good. Don't fault any of them because I think a lot of people right now are trying to figure out what they're going to do with their actual hangers. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with mine. I really don't want to let my javelins go because it's my favorite weapon. I know it's not meta. It hasn't been meta in a very, very long time. But I really like javelins. I like how they play. And they're fun for me, and I really don't want to take them away. But if they end up becoming completely useless, I'm going to have to. I'm not going to have a choice. So we have 46, 5,000, 5,000. But I don't quite understand that calculation. If we look at their hangers, okay, yeah, so a little bit lower level weapons on here. They do have this on 16s. It's hard to tell because part of this update, they also changed the way the squad power or your SP power is actually calculated. So before the update, I was around 5,100, and now I'm 7,700. But that game there, it felt weaker for sure, given some of the other games I've played. Now I didn't use my EM rifles. Usually, probably on that map, I would have used my EM rifles a little bit more. But I was really curious more about the javelins because, like I said, it is my favorite weapon. I don't want to take it out of my hanger. So I'm going to see if I continue having to use it on my kill shot, or if it really does bad, I'm just going to have to, I guess, shelve it and wait and see how the Helix comes out, if I can even get blueprints to level that stuff up, let alone waiting it for a legendary version. But anyways, what's your plans going forward? Do you have any plans, or are you like me? Are you just going to kind of sit and wait and see how things develop in this game going forward? I'm really curious as to everybody's experiences out there. If you find combinations that you feel work well, let me know, let the community know, and know that I'd like to experiment some with them if I possibly can. If you have any suggestions for my current hanger of where you think you see the meta going and maybe changes I can make, again, let me know there as well. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Until next time, cause some ham in the field for me.